What up, PMP PokeAim here, and today I got a Gen 5 Ubers match versus mreon17. He's gonna lead off with a Dialga. I'm gonna lead off with a Zekrom. Now, my Zekrom is Scarf, so my plan right here was just to go for the Volt Switch and go out into my Fortress on the predicted Draco meter, so then eventually I could set up. But unfortunately for me, his Dialga is also Scarfed, and since his ability did activate first, and he does have a speed boosting nature, he's going to be able to outspeed me and knock me out with a Draco Meteor. So I lose my Zekrom due to me not paying attention on Wi-Fi and his ability activating first. But now since he is -2 because of the Draco Meteor, I know he's going to switch out. So I'm free to go out into my Modest Specs Kyogre in the rain. I'm just going to go for my strongest move, which is the Water Spout. He goes out into a Ferrothorn, and Ferrothorn, looking at that, is definitely not a Kyogre check or counter in any way, because this is easily a 2-hit KO. I mean, if I got a crit, that just means he would have just been gone a turn sooner. But yeah, now he goes out into his Kyogre. I thought me switching out was super obvious, that he would just go for the Stab Surf or whatever water type move he wanted to go for, because it was obvious that I was Specs and wanted to switch out. So I go on to my Manaphy predicting that. Unfortunately for me though, he goes straight for the Thunder and I lose my Manaphy, so that really sucks. So now I go on to my Arceus knowing I can set up on this Kyogre since he is locked into Thunder, and I know he's also Specs based on that damage on Manaphy, since Scarf Kyogre wouldn't have KO'd my Manaphy. So I'm just going to go for the Calm Mind as he switches out into his Dialga. And now I'm going to go for the Recover as he goes for the Outrage, so he's a mixed attacking Scarf Dialga. So now I'm seeing that damage from Outrage. I know I can easily set up another Calm Mind on this Dialga and then eventually just go for the Recover just to get up to a good amount of HP. So that's what I do. He gets the 3-turn Outrage, and now I know he's going to switch out, so I'm just going to go for the Stab Ghost Judgment at +2 just to hit whatever he goes out into. He ends up going out into his Giratina, maybe hoping he could live something, like if I went for the Recover or something and Dragon Tail me out. That's not the case, so I went for the Judgment on the Switch. I'm going to be able to knock it out. I do get a crit. I would like to believe that didn't matter, and if it did, I could just go for the Judgment again since I do outspeed. So now he goes down to his Scizor. I know he's going to be banded. I know he's going to be tempted to go for the Bullet Punch. So what I'm planning on doing right here is recover up till I can get to almost full HP, and then just go for the Focus Blast after this next Bullet Punch right here, since I will be over half HP. Because that's pretty much my plan, since he does have that that floats on his team with the Swift Swim ability. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Life Orbed, and I knew it could outspeed my Arceus and hit me, and I knew if I was above half HP, it could pretty much live a hit from it and knock it out with a Judgment. So now I'm just recovering up almost till I get up to full HP, which I do right now, and after this Bullet Punch that I'm going to take from him, I'm just going to go for the Judgment just to be able to knock out his Scizor. So I'm at 229 HP. I calced a Life Orb Waterfall in the rain stab, and I calced Crunch in the rain. If he was, well, in the rain obviously wouldn't matter, but Waterfall does do more to my Arceus, so I was really confused that he went for the Crunch, because I actually had a better chance to live the Crunch, which I do end up living, and I am able to knock out his Floatzel with the Judgment. So now he goes out into his Dialga. He's just going to lock himself into Thunder. Good move on his part, because if he would have gone for the Draco Meteor or something along those lines, I would have just gone on to Kyogre and wreaked havoc on his own Kyogre with the Thunder. So I go into my Terrakion knowing I could take a Thunder from this thing, and I just want to be able to fire off a close combat on this Dialga. That way he'll be down to his last Pokemon, which will be his Kyogre, and pretty much my plan right here is just to stay in with my Terrakion and to hit his Kyogre whenever it comes in and get as much damage as possible, and then when my Terrakion dies, which it will to the Specs Thunder, just go out into my my own Kyogre and hopefully risk the speed tie and win it to be able to knock him out. But that's not exactly what I do. I actually go out into my Fortress first, just going to go for the Payback, because I know I can live a Thunder. I do have the Sturdy ability, and I am specially defensive anyway, so I'm going to be able to live that Thunder. Going to be able to get off a Payback. It's not going to KO this Kyogre, and he's pretty much going to be able to knock out my Fortress with another Thunder. But now I'm down to my Kyogre versus his Kyogre. We both got our Pokemon from Tony's database, so it is going to be a speed tie. I actually had a really good chance to live his Thunder at full HP, and I ended up winning the speed tie anyway. Going to be able to knock out his Kyogre. So yeah, good game, guys. Definitely check out his channel. He's really undersubbed, and he's really good, and yeah, later PMP.